Joining us now from SK Pharmteco is Frank Mueller, Executive Director of Business Development. Frank will present an overview of their capabilities and capacity across North America, Europe, and Asia. From clinical development through commercial manufacturing, discover how SK Pharmteco delivers your programs with confidence. Welcome, Frank.
Thank you, Perry. It's a pleasure to be here and appreciate the opportunity to provide an update on SK Pharmteco. A quick introduction on my part. My name is Frank Mueller. I'm a chemical engineer by training and an executive director in the business development group here at SK Pharmteco. I've been with the organization a little bit over 18 years now. Today's update is going to be focused on our capacity and capability throughout our global enterprise and the technical platform that we utilize to support small molecules from early stage development through commercial manufacturing with reliability, scalability, and regulatory excellence. A little bit of a backdrop on the SK family. So SK Pharmteco is headquartered in the US, specifically Rancho Cordova. It is a CDMO platform under SK Inc., the holding company for SK Group, with SK Group being one of Korea's largest global conglomerates, and with over 270 billion in assets diversified across semiconductors, telecom, gas and oil, materials, life sciences, and more. And it's in the life sciences that SK Inc. has determined that it is a growth pillar that they've strategically invested into SK Pharmteco to be a global multimodality CDMO platform to support both biotech and pharmaceutical innovators. So for our customers and partners, this means capital strength, reinvestment into infrastructure, and supply chain security. That side, supply chain security is expanded upon with our global presence and a diversification of where our sites lie. So we have sites in North America, Europe, and Asia. Specifically in North America, our headquarters site in Rancho Cordova is one of our 3 flagship facilities that is co-located with process R&D and analytical capabilities. A short distance away is our El Dorado Hill site that is standalone contract service provider. In the heart of chemical U.S. manufacturing is La Porte, Texas. It lies in the corridor. It is a large-scale manufacturing facility that's also co-located with process R&D and analytical support. As we move over to Europe, we have our second flagship facility in Swords, Ireland, which is just a few minutes outside of Dublin. It is a manufacturing facility that is also co-located with process R&D and analytical support, in addition to a particle engineering lab. As we move over to Korea, specifically South Korea and Sejong is our third manufacturing facility. That's our flagship with our process R&D support center in Daejeon. All of our sites are My Green Lab certified. So this speaks to our commitment and alliance with our customers in terms of sustainability and green chemistry initiatives. All of our sites are supported by strong quality systems and exceptional regulatory track record. We've facilitated in 31 pre-approval inspections, resulting in approvals. That speaks to our ability to take programs from small scale all the way through commercialization. We've had 9 PAIs waived, which speaks to both of the regulatory confidence and the maturity of our quality systems. Since 2020, we've had 37 successful regulatory inspections, resulting with 100% inspection pass rate from all the major global regulatory agencies that you see listed below. This in lieu has resulted in 39 approved products being produced across all of our sites. So this offers de-risk regulatory compliance concerns. It speaks to fast and smooth regulatory approvals. So for our customers, this provides confidence that their molecules and programs are supported by proven inspection-ready organizations that have global compliance built into every aspect of its operations. We're able to support small molecules at all phases at our sites, built off of 8 decades of experience. We're experts in chromatography and have subject matter experts on site that are world-renowned. We support both simulated moving bed and batch chromatography. In North America, we operate and house one of the largest simulated moving bed units of a 5x1000, which allows for large-scale separation and reduced cost of goods. We couple that with our expertise in continuous flow, utilizing equipment such as tubular, fixed bed, cascading. This allows flexible chemical selectivity, efficiency, and scalability. We have a deep-rooted history in energetic chemistries, which allow us to handle challenging reagents such as diazomethane, azide, hydrazine, and ozonolysis. Couple that with high potency capability, we're able to handle up to 4 cubic meter scales with occupational exposure limits down to 10 nanograms. This allows for efficient, safe handling of high potent cytotoxic compounds and ADC payload development. We customize catalysts for optimizing for hydrogenation, selectivity, and efficiency. And in conjunction with all that, we have particle engineering teams that are able to tailor solid state properties for performance. So through crystallization and micronization, a key thing on milling, just about every piece of milling equipment that you could imagine exists throughout our organization, from your traditional hammer mills, co-mills, to jet mills, pin mills, and wet mills. In addition to that, we've expanded our spray drying capabilities that we had in Ireland also to the US. So now kind of diving into our site specific. So in North America, we'll be talking about our corporate headquarters in Rancho Cordova and our site in La Porte, Texas. So in Rancho Cordova, we operate with 68 total reactors and 346 cubic meters of installed capacity across 22 different production lines and 7 standalone SMB units. The site is supported by 456 highly skilled professionals, and the site functions as an innovation center and a new product launch site. It's also been awarded multiple awards for green chemistry and environmental stewardship. In our La Porte site, Texas site, we operate with 13 reactors, 97 cubic meters of installed capacity, supported by 45 highly skilled professionals there. It is a world-class facility, and again, it's located in the chemical manufacturing region of the U.S. A highlight for the North America sites is that we're currently expanding our chromatography capabilities and also our high potency capabilities up to band 5. So our Rancho Cordova site is kind of broken down into 3 categories: small, mid, and large scale. On the small scale side, we operate about 7 cubic meters of installed capacity across 13 reactors. We generally target those lines with batch sizes between 160 kg requirements. They're well equipped for high potency and cytotoxic compounds, hydrogenation up to 4 bar, with all your traditional solids handling and isolation equipment. We also have added milling capabilities on that small scale side. These lines are specifically well suited for development and tech transfer type of programs in early phase. On the mid scale, we scale up to 74 cubic meters of installed capacity across 22 production lines, generally targeting between 25 and 400 kg batch sizes. These process lines are set up to handle azide, hydrogenation, phosgene, diazomethane, generally using hastelloids as crystal reactors. And again, with your traditional isolation and handling equipment, we also have horizontal and vertical centrifuges there. As we move over to the large scale, we increase the capacity dramatically to 265 cubic meters across 33 reactors, generally targeting between 150 and 700 kg batch sizes. These lines are equipped with long reactor trains, which make it very efficient for large scale manufacturing. And in addition, again, with the finalized crystallizers, and we have Heinkel centrifuges that are located in those process lines. As we look at our site in La Porte, Texas, it is a large-scale facility. It is 97 cubic meters installed across 13 reactors, generally targeting between 100 and 700 kg batch size. So the facility is equipped for azide and phosgene rated reactions, and on site we actually have phosgene generation capabilities at that site. Again, it is large scale, located directly in the heart of the U.S. chemical manufacturing corridor with great access to supply chains. So moving over to our site in Ireland, in Swords, the facility is our second flagship, and it operates with 41 total reactors over 126 cubic meters of installed capacity, which is supported by 335 highly skilled professionals. Again, as all our other sites, process development and analytical support is co-located on site. It functions as an innovation center and new product launch site that is built off of strong expertise in building robust systems, automating for right the first time, and has historically been a launch site for large pharma companies. A key highlight at the Ireland site right now is that we've invested $35 million to expand our capacity and add new of 26.5 cubic meters for small molecule API manufacturing that will go active at the end of this year. In addition to that, we've also invested to create a kilo lab facility there for ADC payload specifically, and that will also be active by the end of this year. Now, diving into how the process lines are split over there, again, it is small scale and large scale. So on the small scale side, it's a little bit over 23 cubic meters of capacity spread across 24 reactors, targeting batch sizes from grams to 180 kgs. These lines specifically are set up for band 4, 5, and 5 special case, allowing perfect manufacturing for high potence and ADC payloads. It also has a band 5 micronization suite utilizing the jet mill. In addition to that, these lines have cryogenic capabilities, lyophilization, and hydrogenation. As we move over to the largest scale site, it's 103 cubic meters of installed capacity across 17 reactors, targeting generally between 100 and 500 kg batch sizes. These process lines are all equipped for band 3 and 4. In addition to the general equipment for isolation and handling, it also has a bus loop hydrogenator. As we move to Korea, our site in Sejong, it operates with 55 total reactors with a total of 393 cubic meters of installed capacity. It too, as the other flagships, are full line production setup to grow from development through commercialization. It is supported with 690 highly skilled professionals. It is able to handle high pressure hydrogenation, cryogenic low temps, and high temp conditions. It is a world-class facility for the development and manufacturing of new chemical entities that benefits from SK's deep history in petrochemical and refining that brings expertise to continuous flow and large-scale process engineering. A recent highlight to note over there is that we are currently have investment going and site being built out to add an extra additional 100 cubic meters of new small-scale capacity. The way the Sejong site is split up is small scale and large. So on the small scale side, it is a little bit over 5 cubic meters of capacity across 6 reactors with specialized tubular reactors that allow for cryogenic, high temp, and high pressure operations. Moving over to the large scale, we expand to 388 cubic meters over 49 reactors, targeting between 120 and 638 kgs per batch. Again, with the similar equipment, but we've also added additional milling with jet and pen mills available at that site. With most small programs, there's always an analytical need. So our team of experts can help support your manufacturing program or even offer you standalone contract services. They're experts in the development of methods, transfers, and validations when it comes to release testing for drug substances and drug product. They've built up an expertise in nitrosamine, genotoxic impurities, extractables and leachables, raw material, and excipient testing, which are all critical in today's regulatory environment. Material science and characterization helps solve complex solid state properties. And from a stability studies and reference standard management helps ensure long-term product integrity and compliance. So whether your program requires analytical with a manufacturing program or it's a standalone, there's one simple goal, which is to provide timely, accurate, and reliable data that decisions can be made on. In terms of our facility expansions, we covered a little bit of these, but kind of quick overview from the biocatalyst offering. This is going to be a new service that we will be offering through all 3 of our flagships in the US, Ireland, and continuing in Korea. Small molecules, the large-scale facility expansion in Ireland will be active at the second half of this year. And peptides, we have the pilot scale facility that we've invested into in Korea, labs and kilo scale facility NS, and solid phase peptide separation with chromatography in the US and Korea will also be active by the second half of this year. ADC payloads, the kilo scale facility in Ireland, and then also the facility occupational exposure limit upgrades that we're conducting to be able to do band 5 in the US will be active by the end of this year. And spray drying, we've expanded outside of Ireland also to offer that service in the US at the lab scale. So in summary, how we differentiate ourselves from others beyond capacity and capability is a pillar of core values that we operate on. And the primary of that is being easy to work with. We understand that transparency and responsiveness are equally as important to us as capability and capacity. That's why our teams are set up to be accessible, accountable, and solution-oriented. Flexibility goes hand in hand for the easy to work with portion because we understand that scope changes, timetables change, and that development molecules generally do not follow a linear path. So with that, our teams are set with their ability to be able to pivot at a moment's notice depending on what the customer requires. Our specialized services allow us to dive into our deep knowledge and expertise to solve complex solutions and problems to ensure those do not create hurdles that are not able to cross over. Strong communication is at the core of our expectations to ensuring that our teams are aligned with yours and that there's clear levels and lines of communication and escalation to ensure that we solve problems together. This is all built off of proven high quality standards, ensuring that you can entrust that your program is being handled by an organization that takes regulatory and quality to the heart and is installed into every aspect of our operations. With that, I'd like to thank everybody for their time. And if you have any questions, I please encourage you to reach out to the site, as either myself or my colleagues will be happy to answer any questions you have in terms of needs, questions in terms of technology, or a capacity that we have available to help you out. Thank you.
Thanks for that great presentation, Frank. Frank Mueller from SK Pharmteco.